I thought it would be an instant millionaire-type business. There was a huge pushback to my efforts to bring the product into America. So 1980 was the first sales year. Even though we bought 500 pairs in, my first year's sales was 28 pairs, which was pathetic in one sense. But I came to look at that and I wrote a book about what I learned through that. And the theme of the book is you can't give birth to adults. Even though we started off with 28 pairs, it had to go through that $1,000 28 pair phase to then become, to grow. The book that I wrote is called The Birth of a Brand. It's a very inspirational, very motivational book, and it's aimed at entrepreneurs and people who are starting out their businesses or people who are in their businesses. I use a lot of the stories of the hardship and the good things that happen in ARG, and I draw a lot of analogies from those, and so I've created the business points that go along with all the lessons that I've learned. The frustration of being small and wishing you were bigger. I got a great phrase that the quickest way for a tadpole to become a frog is to live every day happily as a tadpole. It teaches them not to be so frustrated about how small they are, because as long as they're doing what they're doing every day and doing the best they can, they'll look back one day and they'll be a frog. Quite often your most disappointing disappointments become your greatest blessings. So there are all sorts of inspirational and motivational types of lessons that I bring out and help entrepreneurs just sort of figure out where they're at with their own business. My father always wanted me, his idea of success for me was to start as a junior accountant and work my way all the way up to being the CFO of a big company. I couldn't get across to him that was my idea of prison. And it was when I finally graduated. It took me 10 years to graduate because I hate giving up on things. But the day I graduated is the day I quit. And I was off to find my own passion. We're all sort of urged along by our peers to be safe and be secure and be strong, but mostly that's not where the heart is and the passion is. Pretty much always, if you follow your passion, you do something where you're just a little bit better than everybody else, you can't help but succeed.